What do you mean? Hasn't even been a minute and you're already in here. Hi, Eels. I was about to ask you how you've been, but I kind of know how you've been. Well, I hope you survived without my streams while I was well, I was gone. I could. Yeah, you're dedicated and loyal. Kind of sweet. Makes me happy. You know, since we didn't get to read, okay, like Proverbs, I thought I'd do that right now. Can you hear me all right? Is everything all right? Aw, aw, stop. It's so weird to be streaming again. Oh, nice. Honestly, it feels like I haven't streamed in like forever. And I totally don't know how to do that anymore. Anyway. Oh, wait, just chatting so you can see my pretty model, which I'm still so grateful for my friend that she did that for. Anyway, um, for our Bible study part today, let me read Proverbs chapter 29. And if you have your Bible ready, do open it and read with me. Okay? You ready? Actually, no. Nebula made my Minecraft skin. A completely different person made my model, my PNG model. The one who called me a shrimp, by the way. You liked the real, you said. Yeah, the one who called me shrimp made my model. Does everyone have their Bible ready so I can read? Because the so, Proverbs chapter 29. Whoever remains stiff-necked, naked, eh? After many rebukes will suddenly be destroyed without remedy. When the righteous thrive, the people rejoice. When the wicked rule, the people groan. A man who loves wisdom brings joy to his father, but a companion of prostitutes squanders his wealth. By justice, a king gives a country stability, but those who are greedy for bribes tear it down. Those who flatter their neighbors are spreading nets for their feet. Evildoers are snared by their own sin, but the righteous shout for joy and are glad. Okay. The righteous care about justice for the poor, but the wicked have no such concern. It's verse 8 now. Mockers stir up a city, but the wise turn away anger. Verse 9. If a wise person goes to court with a fool, the fool rages and scoffs, and there is no peace. The bloodthirsty hate a person of integrity and seek to kill the upright. Fools give full vent to their rage, but the wise bring calm in. If a ruler listens to lies, all his officials become wicked. The poor and the oppressor have this in common: the Lord gives sight to the eyes of both. If a king judges the poor with fairness, his throne will be established forever. A rod and a reprimand impart wisdom, but a child left undisciplined disgraces its mother. When the wicked thrive, so does sin, but the righteous will see their downfall. Discipline your children, and they will give you peace. They will bring you the delights you desire. Where there is no revelation, people cast off restraint. But blessed is the one who needs wisdom's instruction. Servants cannot be corrected by mere words. Though they understand, they will not respond. Do you see someone who speaks in haste? There is more hope for a fool than for them. A servant pampered from youth will turn out to be insolent. An angry person stirs up conflict, and a hot tempered person commits many sins. Pride brings a person low, but the lowly in spirit gain honor. The accomplices of thieves are their own enemies. They are put under oath and dare not testify. Fear of man will prove to be a snare, but whoever trusts in the Lord is kept safe. Many seek an audience with the ruler, but it is from the Lord that one gets justice. The righteous detest the dishonest, well, the righteous detest the dishonest, the wicked detest the upright. Hmm, I think my favorite verse here would be verse 25. Fear of man will prove to be a snare, but whoever trusts in the Lord is kept safe. Yeah, it was. Sometimes I feel like it doesn't really concern me because, for example, I'm not a ruler, I'm not a king or queen, and I suppose I'm not, you know, sometimes feel like it's not about me or for me. You like verse 6? Evildoers are snared by their own sin, but the righteous shout for joy and Hmm. To be honest, I feel like sometimes I don't want to say that those verses are wrong, but it sometimes seems like that's not the case. You Like a lot of people who do evil things and that we call very wicked or evil or you know, they are still roaming free. They have great lives, you know. And then there are the righteous. Then there are people who do good, who try their best to be positive or even to follow the Lord. And those are hit with sickness and poverty, you know. But I think that a lot of times when we read those verses, it is not meant to be in the present time. That there will be a time that this will actually take effect. Even if that's at the end of times when Jesus returns to take us home. Hmm. And I think there's another verse. I'm not sure where though, where it actually says something like that. I think in Psalms. There is something like that saying that the evil are having great lives, the righteous are suffering, basically. I'm not. Yeah, I'm trying to find it. Mm, Still trying to find it. Bear with me. um, I think I found it. Psalms, Psalm 73. Let me just see. I don't know until what verse I'm gonna read. Just gonna read it. Surely God is good to Israel, to those who are pure in heart. But as for me, my feet had almost slipped. I had nearly lost my foothold, for I envied the arrogant when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. They have no struggles, their bodies are healthy and strong, they are free from common human burdens, they are not plagued by human ills. Therefore pride is their necklace, they clothe themselves with violence. From their careless hearts comes iniquity, their evil imaginations have no limits. They scoff and speak with malice, with arrogance they threaten oppression. Their mouths lay claim to heaven, and their tongues take possession of the earth. Therefore their people turn to them and drink up waters in abundance. They say, how would God know? Does the Most High know anything? This is what the wicked are like, always free of care. They go on amassing wealth. I'm going to keep reading. Surely in vain I have kept my heart pure and have washed my hands in innocence. All day long I have been afflicted, and every morning brings new punishments. If I had spoken out like that, I would have betrayed your children. When I tried to understand all this, and it troubled me deeply, till I entered the sanctuary of God. Then I understood their final destiny. Sure you, Surely you place them on slippery ground, cast them down to ruin. How suddenly are they destroyed, completely swept away by terrors. They are like a dream when no one awakes. When you arise, Lord, you will despise them as fantasies. When my heart was grieved and my spirit embittered, I was senseless and ignorant. I was a brute beast before you. Yet I am always with you. You hold me by my right hand. You guide me with your counsel, and afterwards you will take me into glory. Whom have I in heaven but you? And earth has nothing I desire besides you. My flesh and my heart may fail, but God is the strength of my heart and my portion forever. Those who are far from you will perish. You destroy all who are unfaithful to you. But as for me, it is good to be near God. I have made the sovereign Lord my refuge. I will tell all of your deeds. It is incredible how much that resonates. I don't know why, because I'm not struggling like that with like the wicked, quote unquote wicked, having great lives. But for some reason, it is easy to look at others and see what you don't have, what you want to have, like envy those people. But ultimately, all you need, all you need to want is God. Really nice. I think there's another passage. I can find it. Well, that is also interesting. So in Ecclesiastes 7, verse 15, or starting in verse 15, um, it says, "In this meaningless life of mine, I have seen both of these, the righteous perishing in their righteousness, and the wicked living long in their wickedness. Do not be over righteous, neither be over wise. Why destroy yourself? Do not be over wicked, and do not be a fool. Why die before your time? It is good to grasp the one and not let go of the other. Whoever fears God will avoid all extremes." I think this is really interesting because what we are supposed, or like what we are taught to do as Christians, is be righteous, right? Be like Jesus and do what is right. I don't know how to explain that. But at the same time, um this passage also tells us, I don't mean to say that we're supposed to be wicked or fools, but I think what that means is that we should also kind of stay ourselves, if that makes sense. Like, not try to be perfect, but also allow ourselves to make mistakes, to be relatable to others, and to actually allow ourselves to relate to others. Like, for example, and that's what I've talked about, I think, before, um, that I used to judge people a lot for how they believed in God, for what they did, for their mistakes and stuff like that. But it was a really awful way of thinking because I had to realize that I wasn't any better. So instead of pretending to be better, instead of judging people, I try to relate to them, relate to the fact that we all are human, that we all make mistakes, you know, and that we're not perfect. Those are my thoughts on that. Exactly. Um, I think what is the most important to me would be the LGBT community. I don't know why. I don't really have any association or any interest in that, like per se. But for some reason, there are a lot of people that I like who do associate with them. A lot of people I know. And kind of for that reason, I want those people to know that Jesus loves them, loves them. And the thing is, I feel like a lot of Christians, instead of loving them, instead of just relating to them, they would judge them. And where was I going with that? Oh yeah, because it's not about accepting what they do. I think it is still important that we talk about our belief that God is the only way, but that we are not supposed to try to change them. You know, ultimately, that's God's job. Um, how to make that more understandable? The thing is, if I was talking to a transgender person, they would be openly talking about that. I would be um telling them my opinion, like explaining what the Bible says about stuff like that. But I would also make very clear that I don't judge them, that I will still love them no matter what they're like. Does that make more sense? Right? I think that is so sad that people are just like so judgmental and only see the deeds of the people, but they forget to ask about the person behind it. Ah, no. Since I was at Kids Speak last, but I could also talk a little bit about that. But I think there's not really much to talk about that people won't understand. However, in the morning, like I was responsible for a girls group, like a girls room. And we did something in the morning that we call quiet time. So we are having quiet time or personal time with God where we just concentrate on Him. And with the girls, we kind of went through the family tree of Jesus because there's something really interesting. There are 5 people mentioned, 4 by name, and 1 just mentioned in general, who are in the family tree of Jesus. But those 5 people, they are female, they are women, which is unusual because normally you would only have men in the family trees, you know? And I thought I could also do that in my streams to talk about those women, one at a time. So, oof, let me try to find it. Um, Wait, I forgot where. It was still in Genesis. Wow. Why? I dropped my phone. Oh my goodness. There we go. So, the first woman is named Tamar. How do you pronounce that actually? Tamar. Tamar. Okay. I don't know. It feels odd. Anyway, so I'm reading Genesis chapter 38. At that time, Judah left his brothers and went down to stay with a man of Adullam named Hira. There, Judah met the daughter of a Canaanite man named Shua. It's okay. I looked it up on the internet and they said Tamar. So, I don't know. There, Judah met the daughter of a Canaanite man named Shua. He married her and made love to her. She became pregnant and gave birth to a son who was named Those names are crazy, by the way. Like, you never know how to pronounce them, right? She conceived again and gave birth to a son named him Onan. She gave birth to still another son and named him Shelah. It was at Kezib that she gave birth to him. Judah got a wife for his firstborn, and her name was Tamar. But Judah's firstborn, was wicked in the Lord's sight, so the Lord put him to death. Then Judah said to Onan, "Sleep with your brother's wife and fulfill your duty to her as a brother-in-law, to raise up offspring for your brother." But Onan knew that the child would not be his, so whenever he slept with his brother's wife, he spilled his semen on the ground to avoid providing offspring for his brother. What he did was wicked in the Lord's sight, so the Lord put him to death also. Judah then said to his daughter in law Tamar, live as a widow in your father's household until my son Shelah grows up. For he thought he may die too, just like his brothers. So Tamar went to live in her father's household. After a long time, Judah's wife, the daughter of Shua, died. When Judah had recovered from his grief, he went up to Timnah, to the men who were shearing his sheep, and his friend Hira the Adullamite went with him. When Tamar was told, your father-in-law is on his way to Timnah to shear his sheep, she took off her widow's clothes, covered herself with a veil to disguise herself, and then sat down at the entrance to Enaim, which is on the road to Timnah. For she saw that, though Shelah had now grown up, she had not been given to him as his wife. When Judah saw her, he thought she was a prostitute, for she had covered her face. Not realizing that she was his daughter-in-law, he went over to her by the roadside and said, come now, let me sleep with you. And what will you give me to sleep with you? She asked. I'll send you a young goat from my flock, he said. Will you give me something as a pledge until you send it? She asked. He said, what pledge should I give you? Your seal and its cord, and the stuff in your hand, she answered. So he gave them to her, and slept with her, and she became pregnant by him. After she left, she took off her veil and put on her widow's clothes again. Meanwhile, Judah sent the young goat by his friend, the Adullamite, in order to get his pledge back from the woman, but he did not find her. He asked the men who lived there, where is the shrine prostitute who was beside the road at Enaim? There hasn't been any shrine prostitute here, they said. So he went back to Judah and said, I didn't find her. Besides, the man who lived there said, there hasn't been any shrine prostitute here. Then Judah said, let her keep what she has, or we will become a laughing stock. After all, I did send her this young goat, but you didn't find her. About 3 months later, Judah was told, your daughter-in-law Tamar is guilty of prostitution, and as a result she is now pregnant. Judah said, bring her out and let her be burned to death. As she was being brought out, she sent a message to her father-in-law. As she was being brought out, she sent a message to her father-in-law. I am pregnant by the man who owns these, she said, and she added, see if you recognize whose seal and cord and stuff these are. Judah recognized them and said, she is more righteous than I, since I wouldn't give her to my son Shelah, and he did not sleep with her again. When the time came for her to give birth, there were twin boys in her womb. As she was giving birth, one of them put out his hand, so the midwife took a scarlet thread and tied it on his wrists, and said, this one came out first. But when he drew back his hand, his brother came out, and she said, so this is how you have broken out. And he was named Paris. Then his brother, who had the scarlet thread on his wrist, came out, and he was named Zerah. So the thing about this, it is really fascinating. I still don't completely understand what is going on here. I just know that it wasn't right of Judah to not give his youngest son to her. He was scared that his youngest son would die, so he didn't do that. And back then, it was a given. It was basically a rule that the brothers had to marry the widow of their older brothers, or of the previous brother who had passed away. So the bloodline would be kept alive. And that's why the second son of Judah was supposed to marry the widow, was supposed to marry Tamar. But because he didn't actually sleep with her, so she would get pregnant, which is necessary to keep a bloodline alive, God also had him die because that was a sin to him, that was evil. Just because he didn't want to have a child for his brother. Because back then, if the second brother, like the second one of the family to marry the widow, it would not be his child by law. It would have been counted as the first husband's child. And Onan didn't like that. And that's why he had to die. And then when Tamar noticed that Judah had no intention of giving her his son, let's be real, who was the next best person to get pregnant from? You know? Like to actually keep the bloodline alive. It would have been the son, Sheila, but since she as a woman technically couldn't just be like, hey, where's my husband? Like my rightful husband. She had to get creative. And when she heard that, it is probably also very important to note that the wife of Judah had already died. Otherwise, Judah probably would have been dead anyway. When she heard that his wife had died and he was coming in the direction of her home, she took matters into her own hands. And she was really smart about it because if she had just slept with Judah, she probably would have been burned to death. But she knew she couldn't just do it without any insurance, so she took those things from Judah as what did they call it? As a pledge. She took it as a pledge to make sure that he she was protected, right? Because through that, through Judah sleeping with her, he was responsible for her. Plus, by the way, technically he would be married with her right now. Because what we read in Genesis, like when God created the human, is that they would be one flesh. And that doesn't just start with marriage, it's having sex that does that. That makes you one flesh. You know, so technically Judah was now married, or at least one flesh with Tamar. That's why it also says that Judah did not sleep with her again. That's why it was important to put it there. It's pretty interesting, isn't it? I mean, we don't really read a lot about what God is actually doing in there except for killing the husbands because they were wicked. But I love how, despite all of that, he still protects and blesses Tamar. He is technically helping her to get justice for herself. Plus, and she probably didn't know that either way. She didn't know that anyway, but she would be mentioned in Jesus's family tree in Matthew 1. I think this is so crazy. He makes sure that she not only gets justice back in her time, but he also makes sure that people know that in the future. That's kind of. Let me just quickly read until that. It's not that much. So, this is the genealogy of Jesus, the Messiah, the son of David, the son of Abraham. Abraham was the father of Isaac. That's Matthew chapter 1, by the way. Abraham was the father of Isaac, Isaac the father of Jacob, Jacob the father of Judah and his brothers, Judah the father of Perez and Zerah, whose mother was Tamar. There she is mentioned by name. What are your thoughts on that? I think it's really cool. Yeah, they can be confusing, especially in the Bible, because technically the family tree you have in Matthew 1 is also not really complete. I don't really understand that because usually um the Jews are very particular, um very detailed in what they're doing, including family trees usually. But then you kind of have missing generations in there, you know? But because you can technically say, okay, he's the father of that person, but you're leaving out the actual father of that person, it's still the father, you know? They don't really um differentiate a lot between father and grandfather and great grandfather. They basically say, oh, this is my ancestor, so that's my father. You know, that's why they also say, oh, he's the God of my father Jacob, even though Jacob was generations ago. That can be really, really kind of confusing. If you had to describe in one word what specifically you liked about that story, what would it be? I think I would say trying to find a word for that. The redemption. Not sure if that's really that fitting, but yeah, I think that's the most important. How she was going through so much, and then being betrayed by her father-in-law, and then still, yeah, get the kind of the redemption arc by being so creative. The justice, yeah. I think that also kind of plays into that. If I was her, I think I would have been so scared in her place. And you also have to think about the fact how that it really wasn't easy to be a woman in that time. You were really dependent on your husband. Not in a bad way, but also for societal standing and stuff like that. And you couldn't really just be so outright. As I've said before, like she couldn't have just gone to Judah and said, "Hey, your son is an adult now. You have to make him marry me." She couldn't have done that. It would have been a serious offense. Seemed like a stressful situation. Those days of your woman. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Mhm. I'm really excited for next time where we can talk about the next woman. She's also very, very, yeah. I'm at a loss for words. Inspiring. But we are going to talk about that woman on Sunday. I think what's the best takeaway from that story from Tamar? It would be the justice, wouldn't it? Because also, kind of, if you think about it, God was just when he killed her husbands because they were evil, right? And then in the end, even though she kind of tricked Judah and all of that, he saw the misery she was in and was like fair enough for her to bless that endeavor, like to bless what she was doing. Hmm. Yeah, it's hard for that one. The next one is gonna be easier because ah I love that story. Already making it hard not to miss the next stream here. mm, Before we do anything else, though, I think I'm gonna go use the toilet real quick. Then we're gonna pray, and then we're going to jump into the game. We're gonna start with The Sims first. Who's my favorite woman from the Bible? Oh, I think it would be Ruth. I have to. But why? I'm gonna tell another time. Um, yeah. You're probably earlier than this stream, but we'll get there. It's Ruth. Yeah. I'll see you in a bit. All right, I'm back. Kind of. Okay. Mm, there we go. Okay. I'm ready. Not really, but it's okay. Um, I wanted to. Well, Jesus, I'm tired, and even though I usually look forward to streaming, I oftentimes don't feel like it shortly before I start. But I don't want that to stop me from having a good time here and talking about you. Even though I have to admit that talking about you is my favorite part. If we read the Bible or deep dive into some Bible passages, it's really amazing to talk about you, to share that with other people. I just want to invite you to the rest of the stream as well. We're gonna play The Sims right now, and we want to create eels this time around. Um, yeah, the last time I played The Sims, I wasn't really. It ended up being kind of weird, so I'm just hoping for something better this time and have more fun and maybe just build a little bit more. Yeah, it's all in your hands. I just want to do it together with you. You're welcome. I really want to play that with you. I want to do that together with you. And thank you for always being there. That you join me in anything I do because it's supposed to be for your glory. I think I'm repeating myself, so let's just go. I love you. In Jesus' name. All right. What am I gonna do? Oh, I gotta fix something before I do it. I start the game. Because I do have some mods installed that I can't live without, so I gotta put them back in the folder after updating the game. What else? Yeah, changing category. I did not forget. Yay. Go here. Here we go. Yeah, it'll take some time until it's loading. It's Let it doesn't let me change. Oh, I know. Yeah. Hey. No. No. Game capture. Or no. If it's not working, I'm so sorry. I don't know what's wrong. Can you hear the game sound? Is it too loud? Is it too quiet? What's up? I need you to help me here because I cannot check. Okay, perfect. I think I might have to turn off the music anyway, though, because, oh, right. I don't know how that works anymore. I haven't played it in so long. Enable custom mods, apply changes, audio, voices, sound effects, iMusic. Because if I keep the music on, then it might just be silenced. Like the entire stream might be muted, so I have to turn it off. Yeah. You could make me in it too, yeah, if you get The Sims. I think I if you have the EA app, you can download Sims for free, I believe. The Sims 4. Maybe even on Steam. You should really check. Because I believe they made The Sims for the base game at least free. And now I was wondering why there wasn't any music. I turned it off. Hello, Ava. I'm good, thank you. Yeah, you're on Twitch. That's amazing. Hello. How are you doing? What's cracking? Nothing. Not much. We have talked a little bit about the Bible so far, and now we're playing The Sims. I turned off the music. I was really confused why there wasn't any music. You're eating. What are you eating? Please tell me. You can tell me safely this time because I'm not hungry. Surprisingly, usually I'm always hungry. Okay. And right now we are trying to create my community in The Sims. Sandwiches with extra cheese and fresh kiwi juice. Ooh, kiwi juice sounds good. There we go. The thing is, I have little siblings, like foster siblings, right? And um, they used to mispronounce kiwi. They said kiwi. And I ended up saying kiwi as well because I just thought it was so cute. It is yummy and healthy, yeah. That's weird. Ah, there we go. Now it works. So we had Nebula. So, okay, I don't know how much you know about my streams, but I have a friend in real life, and she has made guest appearances quite a bit. And for some reason, we kept calling her Nebula because one of her accounts is called Chinchilla Nebula, but her main account is Prof Paradox. So that's what I named her character in The Sims, Prof Paradox. However, I'm gonna call her Nebula because that's how most of my streams know her. Yeah, just an explanation. Don't get confused with Nebula, I mean Prof. Anyway, it's quite chaotic here. Um, yeah, let's add a little. And that is also a running gag whenever someone comes into stream, like someone new. Eels tends to ask, "Is this where I find out Ava is also Nebula?" Like, or that person is also Nebula. Um, yeah. I, yeah, Eels. Of course you're a Nebula. Didn't you know? Help! Please help! Well, um, how do I play this game again? Minute trolls. uh, what? What? Okay. Um. So, Eels, do you want to be an infant, a toddler, or a child? I don't. I think I'm gonna go in and start creating you already because it's easier to. With you'll go with child. I think it's easier to create a teen sim or an adult sim and then turn them into a child because yeah. Should I go realistic because I have seen pictures of you, or should I just roll with it? It's up to you. So, am I supposed to go realistic? So go from the pictures that I have? I'm kind of worried. How? Okay. I mean, I'm gonna look at the pictures. They're gonna be so cute. But the thing is, I'm not really patient, so I will um take my time in the beginning, and then I will probably slack off later on. Just so you know, it's nothing personal. Nah. It's weird to not have any music in the background. I think I have to do something about that in the future. Oh, it kind of looks weird. Thanks for letting me know, Ava. But right now, I'm really not in the. I don't really need anything. Yep. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. In the future. Mm, so the hottest part is always the hairstyle. Like it's really, really weird. I might just try something else. I got it, Ava. Thank you. What kind of hairstyle is that? Oh, okay. Okay, those are the new hairstyles from royalty. Ew. Um, I don't know about those. Look at that. What is it? Eels, what do you think? What is going on with those hairstyles? No. mm, Jim from The Office? I mean, I haven't watched Office, but it's always great if things remind you of something. I think it's really funny. Um, yeah, Ava, you can do that if you want. I don't mind. I like that hairstyle. Oh, okay. I think so far this is the best. Okay. Um, I really don't know what to do here. Um, okay, I'm just gonna give up on the nose, by the way, because I don't really. I'm really bad at doing noses. Just realized. Be a little harder though. I just realized I also kind of like your mouth. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. You know what? I kind of like that. I really like that. Actually, the only thing I think I want to change, uh, most of all, is I mean, the thing is, I also don't really have that much um side profiles of you. So, yeah. Anyway, it's fine though. Cutie. So, you wanted to be a child. Uh, Thank you, Ava. I think I already know everything I need to know. So, I will let you know if I need anything, okay? That's okay. Um, yeah, me too. Thank you. Um, nah. Mm, what be would be a good trait to give you? Definitely not that one, apparently. Uh, Active imagination? That's new. These Sims gain boosts from imaginative activities, getting creative skills faster, but make development time. Is that new or is it from a mod? Mm, I actually tried to play different kinds of games. I think I haven't played The Sims as much as I intended to before I started streaming. Um, I have only played it 2 times, I think. And otherwise, I've played Palea, I've played Paralives, I've played various kinds of games. We also like to look into games that we like don't know yet or that are coming out if there are demos available. Um, but I also want to play things like RPGs, for example, Detroit Become Human, or Final Fantasy, both of which I already own, by the way. So that might be coming in the near future. If you're interested in something like that. Otherwise, I play Minecraft on Sundays, and that has been a very regular thing. And 2 weeks ago, we actually did a community Minecraft stream where two people joined me playing Minecraft and trying the 100 days hardcore challenge, which was chaotic, and I loved it. By the way, Eels, I still sometimes look at the clip. I do not have a community yet. Yes, we did get past day 2, but that's when you decided to die again. I'm never gonna let you live that down. By the way, Ava, I'm still trying to set up my Discord, but I haven't gotten far, so there's not much going on there, and I'm not gonna share that yet. Thank you, Ava. That's really sweet of you to say. Oh, wait, I wanted to change the skin tone. That looks good. That looks worse. I think that looks good. Okay. I believe it would have to be cat lover, huh? Eels. You're gonna be a cat lover. What aspiration do you want to have? Creativity would be autistic prodigy. Mental whiz kid. This one wants to be the smartest kid in school. Or motor rambunctious scamp. Rambunctious scamp. What is that? Multi-skill. Oh, playtime captain. This sim loves to seek out active play with friends. Creative genius. This sim wants to build their creative and mental skill to inspire innovation and play. Slumber party animal. This sim wants to be the life of the party in a uniquely creative way. I feel like that could be one of them, like one of the better ones. Mind and body. This sim wants to master both the mind and body. With social butterfly. This sim wants to talk to everyone and make friends. I feel like it's either. I'm not sure if I know that much about you already that I could make a decision like that. Sure, Ava. Don't let me hold you up. Yeah, thanks for checking in. I'm looking forward to seeing you. Bye. Multi skill. Which one? So there are those four: playtime captain, creative genius. Okay, playtime captain is, I think, creativity. Bye, Ava. It was nice to have you. Playtime captain, creative genius is both mental and creative. Then you also have both mind and body here. Mind and body? Okay. But I think slumber party would be really sweet as well. But it's your choice. Mind and body. Mind and body, there we go. No, we're not gonna go into preferences now. Mm, actually, you know what? I want to um let me try to recreate your favorite hoodie. If they have something like that here. That's not. Huh? So here we have a purple hoodie. What do you think? I also really like this one. Though it's not at all like the hoodie that I know from you. What else? The first one, this one is kind of cool as well. Like, which one do you prefer the most? One, two, or three? One. Perfect. Got that settled. Mm, I guess I'm just gonna put some stuff on you. Actually, oh no. Wait. Um, trying to find very specific shoes here. No, not those. Goes in the right direction. Hold on. Yeah, I can't find them. What do you mean? I don't think like it's that amazing. I mean, I'm going off the few pictures I have from you and what you've already told me, you know? It's not like I really know your kind of style. I was trying to find the kind of shoes that I also know from some pictures. Unfortunately, we don't have a darker blue in this. Um, either that or that, but I think I'm gonna go with those. Formal. Yeah, let's leave it at that. Not really in the mood. Um, of course, we're not gonna leave it there. I think you would just have like, oh no, not purple, not necessarily purple. Um, guess that's all we have here. I hate that. I did not put you in a dress. That is not a dress. And this, what was there before, that wasn't me, okay? That wasn't me. That was already the default. Yeah. Anyway, I really don't like. I have other parts. Like, I feel like a simple shirt and jeans would do it for you. Huh? That is so cute. Did you see how he was patting his thighs? Just like idly. See, that is so adorable. I never noticed that. Did they again? Did they add that? Or has that always been there? I I don't think I've ever noticed that. Anyway, let's go to sleep. Oh, I forgot. You're wearing glasses. Let's add that as well. I think they have the kind of glasses as well. Uh, kind of like that. Okay, those glasses, number one or number two? Those glasses. You decide. Mm, while you still decide, I'm gonna. Two? Alright, those are two. I'm gonna add those to that, I guess, well, parties. And I guess you don't really sleep with glasses, do you? So. So for those things, I just try to go as simple as it gets. um, I love those shoes, but not in bad. Um, also, once again, that's not me. That I didn't put that on you. Just to clear that, like, just to, what? What? Just to, I don't know. I don't know what I was gonna say. Okay. You're teaching me. That's kind of cute. Like, okay, typically I would say let's go as simple as possible, but I want to put something cute on you as well. Like just something childlike because you're supposed to be a child, right? That's pretty sweet. I like that color on you, by the way. Like on your sim. Sorry. Actually, in reality, I think it could be a warm autumn or winter if you're um familiar with color theory. That's really cute. Aw. Hmm. They keep doing that. No. I kind of like that. But I also want to try that one. And then, yeah, I like that. Okay, I'm not sure how you feel about that. But the thing is, personally, when creating my Sims, I always give them shirts. If I put swimming shorts on them, because that's just a preference for me. I think that even guys should cover up, you know? Mm, yeah, that's just my opinion. I don't have to see all that is going on there, you know? I can't get over the fact how cute this is. The way he's like tapping his thighs. So cute. Yeah. I think it's really awkward to look at as well. Like just generally. I also the same with kids, you know? Like I am shocked when I see little girls running around in just underwear at the beach or at the swimming pool. It makes me really uncomfortable, to be honest, because I get worried. Do you like that dress, Eels? Should we keep it? Yeah, I am the same. Like, cover up. What's the problem? I also had the shock of my life when I was on vacation with my dad, and we were taking a walk on the promenade, and we had a good view on the beach that was just like 10 meters below. And there were a few women sunbathing in just a very, very tiny, uh, yeah, bikini bottoms, you know. That dress does look good on you, but let's go cute. Aww. Yes. And we are also keeping the green sandals. But I kind of want to add another color as well because I really like that color as well. Um, yeah, yellow. Yellow would look great. Um, I'm so down to put that on you. I'm for it. Oh, that's so cute. That's so adorable. I'm gonna keep that for now. Unless you say no, absolutely not. I'm gonna put that, like, I'm gonna delete that outfit. It's so cute though. You would? Oh, I really love onesies. I'm not sure if I would wear that outside. Like, look, this is the cold weather outfits, right? I could put that on you as a wait, look here, as a PJ. But here you would technically also go outside with that. So, would you really wear that outside? I'm curious. Okay, how cute. Okay. Well, for staying at home watching Netflix with the hot chocolate, yes, absolutely. I'm gonna take that out from the cold weather outfits so you don't wear it outside. but you will definitely wear it for sleeping. I'm gonna keep that. I think that wraps it up. You're good to go. Nice. Actually, I was going to do something different. Um, do we have like a single person somewhere? Okay, have to be an altar. Who's that? Hey, that looks like a fun person. I'm gonna park you with them. Let's go. Okay, he's gonna take care of you. Um, yeah. And then I'm gonna play myself. I'm going to build or rebuild the house. Actually, I think I'm gonna move first. Okay, let's just do that first. Let's give her some privacy. Um, okay, they're gone. But I kind of like what I did with the place, though. Especially with the kids' room. Really nice. I like it. Kind of sad that I'm gonna change all that. Okay. No, 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 clean up. Clean. Clean girl. Okay, because now we're gonna put that in the inventory. That inventory. We're gonna sleep. Why are those still in there? That's weird. I think I gotta fix something when the next day is on. No, please leave me alone. All those quests, they keep popping up. Um, the mods with the bank and stuff, they were not supposed to still be in there. I thought I deleted them. So I gotta end the game real quick, fix it, and then we're gonna go back into the game. I'm so sorry. And then what we're gonna do is we are gonna go back into the game. We're gonna move and then build her home and a little bit of a daycare where she can take care of the kids. Oh, they were in here. I did not know that. Oh, and now I also know where this thing came from. With uh uh with the creative thing, but they get overwhelmed quite quickly. I think that was from the neurodiversity mod that I had installed. Yeah. Why do I always put my water somewhere that I can't reach? That is such a smart move. Ah, got my water. Oh, there a lot is a thing. A lot of mods. Yes, a lot of people weren't very happy with how diverse Sims already was. And so they were wishing for mods like that. Like they don't have anything like uh um what's it called? Autism, ADHD and stuff like that. The Sims doesn't have that. They are trying to be semi diverse. They added disabilities to the game. Like and they also added different beliefs basically but with the possibility of choosing a hijab, for example. Um but neurodiversity isn't a thing in the game. That's why there are mods for that. Let me check. Okay, fine. That's great. By the way, I have also played with the basemental mods, and those are very specific, to say the least. So you can have basemental alcohol, you can have basemental drugs. So basemental is basically the company, more or less, or the brand of the mods. And you can also have basemental gangs. So pretty much adult mods. There's also the like very specific mods, like the Wicked Whims mods, where you can actually have nudity and yeah. Let's not talk about that. I no. Okay. Do we need anything else? Move household. Let's move here. Sell the furniture. I guess we could have somewhat of a tiny home for herself. However, mm, that's the thing. How are we gonna do that? I really don't know how creative I'm still gonna be with building. Um, well, you have a box. um, hate it. I already hate it. Okay, let's do this. Have a little bit of bump outs over here. Maybe have the same kind of bump out. No, I don't think. Let's put it to. Oh, it's pink. have another room here. This could be her bedroom. And then we can, like, where do you get in? I guess you could come in here. Then have a kitchen area over here. Kitchen and dining. Have a living room situation here. What do you think? But then where's the bathroom? Maybe let's have that as a bathroom. Then have a... It's gonna be the chimney here. Didn't think it would be that tricky. Oh, I know. That's something I wanted to try ever since I heard of that. I was also kind of scared. We can have curved stairs. I wanted to try that. I'm not sure if I'm happy with that though. Um, yeah, I don't know. Just on one side. Oh, I love the idea of having that on just one side. However, it has to be the other side. Mm, because I want the kitchen to be kind of closed off and this area to be more open. Here we're gonna have a big archway. Big doorway. Like this. Not sure about that. What if we had that as a bathroom? Just here. This is the living room. It's really small. I just realized. This. This. Hmm. Point for your thought. More like this. I feel like it looks kind of weird. Especially with the bump out back here. I think I'm gonna leave it like that. sure I could look here, here. So you to the kitchen. Mm, no. Ah, mm, I kind of like the idea of just having one side of the house. You know what I mean? Instead of making it symmetrical, that that's gonna be kind of weird with the roofing. Mm, let's make it symmetrical. Looks very modern, which is funny because I technically don't like modern. So, I prefer farmhouse. Have I ever showed you my houses though? Like those that I've built before? I really love those. I was thinking maybe. Uh, maybe something like that. Hmm. I like the idea. I don't think I showed you anything of The Sims personally anyway, but I was wondering if I had shown something on stream, but I also don't think I did that. Um, maybe I should, because a lot of the things I've built I actually quite like. So I might do that later. Especially when I started building the Japanese farm. It wasn't bad. Should I add a third one instead, or is that overkill? I think uh, that might be overkill. But we could make those a little bigger. That okay. Um, right here. Tap that. Huh. Let's put some lights here. Boing, 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 boing. So, hmm. I feel like the layout is gonna be really awkward. I was thinking of maybe placing the fireplace over here, but then we still have the problem that I don't know how to lay out the sofas and stuff. And I wanted to have a play corner a little bit here where the sunlight is coming from because there are going to be windows, quite certainly. Or we're going to put the seating area here and have a cozy nook over here for playing. It's going to be kind of small in here. Or we make it bigger again. Hmm. Oops. That wasn't my intention. I think I'm gonna put the seating area here, and then here is gonna be a little bit of a playing corner. Mm, let me just kind of sketch the layout for that. Mm, fireplace. Actually, this is one of my favorites. It's so huge. It's so big. Let's actually take this one. Um, we have those tools. I love those. I love to put those at every corner of my fireplaces. So, mm, we have a simple coffee table we can put here. Then miss having. They are like that's one thing that I really want to have when I have my own place. Um, and I mean with own place, I mean that when I built my own house at some point, maybe if God lets. Doesn't really family type. Nah, want something cozy for the whole family. That is more grandma vibe. There, that's good to know. This would be a family vibe. This is more modern. My house is the cleanest you'll ever see, kind of thing. This is also modern. I have a lot of money family. This is family. Mm, yeah. The choice. Die Qual der Wahl, as we would say in German. Torture of choosing. I meant real life. I don't want to have an apartment like when it comes to the point that I'm gonna um start a family and all. I would like to build my own place. I like this one as well. I just don't like the color swatches, you know. Yeah, it is gonna take a while to save up for. But I guess it also depends on where I end up building it, you know. If I actually live in Japan by then, who knows? Maybe it's not that expensive there. I kind of like the orange, I'm surprised. I do like it. Yes, we have an awkward space over there, but also that's also easy to fix with BB move objects on. There we go. Awkward space is gone. But strong color. That's better. I guess we also have to change the color of the fire fireball. Hmm. That's the question. Do we leave it the white? Or are we gonna change the color as well? Hmm. And the UK have to did another. Yeah, standing room's underrated. Gotta say. I mean, there is something about eating in the kitchen and sitting at the kitchen table and stuff like that. But if you have people over and stuff, that would be really tight. Especially if you have a big family as me. Okay, it's not that big, but still. I'd really like to move out of the UK at some point. Yeah, I'm trying to move out of Germany. And baby blue. Yeah. I think, I mean, I have created some living rooms in the color baby blue, so I don't think so. It depends on how you match it with the rest, you know. Uh, More of an orange tone. That's not gonna work. Let's leave it white. This one, this color, just to have a little bit of a different color as well. Hmm. Here we also have the white as well. That might actually. Um. White. Hmm. Guess it depends on the wall color stuff. Oh, it does work. But no. I don't have a lot of money left, I just realized. You're really good at interior design, at least better than. Oh, I'm not really happy about this one. I gotta be honest. I have done better. Many times better. So, I'll show you. I do still want to show you. What do you think? I don't like that floor. That's too bright. That's too dark. That's too orange. Oh no. That's also too orange. Right. That is too dark. Definitely too orange. I don't even have to check that. Where's my favorite? What I usually use. No. Um. Huh? Oh. That's not what I expected. That's basically a showroom. I think I'm gonna take this, but cool. Then I like the color. Maybe we will change the color of the um sofas though, and instead have white stuff, like the white things. Ah, this is already annoying me quite a bit. Actually, more like that. Still no. Actually, um, I guess I'm gonna do trick 17. Have that here. But we'll do that in a minute. I just want to decide on a wall. Should we try to go for baby blue? Kind of like that. That's really bright. I think the best thing, like a really genius thing I've done, was have a room completely in gray and then just added color with um with the furniture. That was really good. I did like that room, but I don't have it to show you. I do like the blue. What do you think? You gave me the idea. I'm gonna roll with it. Um, Because then I think the yellow would actually fit really good. You might actually just have a lead wraparound. You like it? Good. What's your idea? Should we do a complete wraparound or should we just have separate ones? Hmm. No. I think the yellow fits really well. Actually, what if instead we did this and then just added a single chair over here? Hmm. We left that out completely. Just have one single one here. Yeah, the thing is, I feel like it just looks a little chunky, which I don't really like. So what am I doing here? Or what if that? Hmm. No. It all looks kind of weird. Oh no! Help! I mean, it's a little off center, but I think it could work. Let me just try one last thing. How do you feel about a rocking chair? Just to round things up a little. I don't like the color. Um, hmm. The best part is you can have knitting stuff, and then you some can sit in the rocking chair and knit like an old grandma. So it float. Yeah, it's floating crap. Um, fishes. Mm, I don't know. One of the many things on my to-do list. Oh, I could teach you. um, I can knit. Oh, am I? Or, huh? Sell it. This is expensive though. Let's not have a, how do you call that? A TV for now. We still need a rock for under it. I don't always want to take the same rock over and over again. That gray is, ugh, not big enough. Once I get the stuff, sure, we could do that. That's the rock I usually use, so no. Not this time. This one's too small and too big. Size it up. No, this one doesn't make sense. Square rocks, no. I kind of like this one. It's just a question of color. I really like that one. But the bluish one is also not so bad. I'm just not sure about the... How about green though? It looks a little bit odd. But maybe if I add some decals and create a little bit of a nature around it, it might look like they're just sitting in nature. And the rock is grass. I mean, green and yellow is not the problem. Or do you mean from the other swatches? Like the zebra kind of swatch. The brown one would work. Just maybe not the blue one. Yeah, with the green one. Let's try that. Because they're no, not Christmas. No. Ooh, we have the moon. Didn't know that. We have clouds. We have trees. Let's just add a few to show you. We have more trees. Oh. You know what that is? You can customize your walls like that. Bro, okay, no. It's fine. We have more clouds and a moon. We have bunnies. We have balloons. And I think we should have more trees. We no. We have, see? That's another wall pattern. That's crazy. That's cool. And we have a mouse hole. We have more trees. I like this one. I'm gonna keep that. And we have more trees. I don't like this one though. Yeah, that one. No. That's for outside anyway. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. And what's new? Someone who kept their Christmas tree up all year long for 2 years straight? What? Honestly, I think that could happen for me because I'm just too lazy to take it down. But that would be crazy if that Christmas tree was a real tree and not a plastic one. That would be crazy. That's insane. No. This one's cute. And I think it would be adorable if the bunnies were hopping over the fireplace. I think I want it to be green. It's cute. Oh, we have one in green as well. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, I'm in love with those. Oh, we need more of those. Oh, I'm in love. I'm in love with those trees. Color. Oh, no. I have those too. Oh. Then add some more clouds. I don't think this. Mm, we have other colors. We do. Nice. Hmm. What do you think? Is it better? Kind of enjoy that. The thing is, we can't put anything here because of the. We're gonna have. I forgot the windows. Okay, let's just put windows all the way on the outside. Am I gonna take my favorite windows? Because I just know that they're safe to use. I barely try anything new ever, so maybe I should step out of my comfort zone. Even if that means it might not look perfect. Mm, I like. Oh, I like those. Yeah, me too. It's a nice vibe. Actually, not bad. I did not realize that there are so many expansion packs I don't have. Isn't this a bit big? It kind of looks weird. I think I'm gonna take this one. Oh yeah. Why don't we have a black swatch on? Anyway. Uh, hmm. Because this is gonna be the bath. Then here's gonna be the seating and eating it. And here's gonna be the kitchen. And I have an island here. It goes up here. That works. I think. Okay. Then let's check this one. What did I do? Oh no. Oh no. I hope I didn't break anything. Okay. Should be fine. Again. A little bit this. Oh, that works. I can. I think we can also resize those. Have 1 and 2. Change the color. Green. Kind of sad that we can't have any on this side. Can't even have the cloud decor. Kind of put them over the tree a little bit. Also too big. Oh, these are so cute. Actually, let's put those down here. Have those up. Oh, it's adorable. We can have some clothes up here. Go. Or is that too much? I think that's too much. Don't fit here barely. That kind of fits without clipping. I don't know though. This doesn't work. What else do we have? Mm, we should put that somewhere. That's kind of cute. Mm. Yes. Uh, that's cute. Oh. But then have another one like delete those and have these clouds instead. I like those better. If I downsize them, they could fit here. That's that's okay, I think. Then let's add the play stuff. Mm, I don't know. I think we should wait for that once the rest is done as well. Should we go modern on the bathroom? There's one thing I usually do every time because it looks good. I want to show you real quick. And it is kind of a modern vibe. So it's gonna cost us so much money. Um, Usually kind of like that. But it doesn't really work with that house. Let's not do that. I don't want to do a shower. Have a I don't know. Do just in general. Hmm. I want to try something. Imagine we had something like that where you have to go in. Yeah, but then we don't have the space for that. It's too small. I thought we could make a wall here so you have privacy back there, but it would take away from the space. Any idea? Huh. I think we could do something like this. Half walls. It's a half wall with the toilet on this side, and then a top on that side, and then have the sink over here. I like that idea. Look at that. Hmm. Um, yeah, I kind of like that. Decorating, we're gonna do another time. So, kitchen. I usually hate kitchens. Like building kitchens in that game. What is going on with my nose? My goodness, I'm so sorry. I tried blowing my nose. What counters should we use? Typically I use those because they have great color swatches. But I do want to go for the green. That's kind of nice. Um, I think for this space we need a round table. I just hate the round tables we have. Got it. Guess this one's fine. I don't really like it. It looks so plasticky. No. Mm, the kitchen is gonna be really big, I just realized. Um, huh. Mm. I mean, if you think about it, if we are gonna cook for a lot of kids, because I'm gonna have a daycare. But then we probably also need a lot of stoves and a lot of space. And we do not have funds for that. Amazing. That's why we can't have those. And I think those are just a little bit too good by having stoves in front of them. Okay. I don't like the others. Mm-mm. What am I supposed to do? We just give myself more funds. You decide. Should I cheat? Or should I play it right? Because we also still have to get a bedroom. The outside is still a little bit sad. Uh, yeah. So, mm, acquire. Sure. How much do we say? Should we ask the internet? Should we just go like randomize it? I think that would be fun. Let's say at least 2,000 and max 10,000 more simoleons. I'm gonna show you the capture, like the window. There we go. So let's randomize it, shall we? Okay. Then let's do this. Oh, 7,919 simoleons. That's quite a bit. Okay. Now I have to calculate. I just realized. Oh, saved. You know what? I'm gonna take my calculator. Close. Okay. So now we have 3, 8, 4. Okay. Wait. Nice. It worked. Cool. Done. Now we can build a little more. And actually take counters of our choice. Luxury. Oh. But we're not gonna decorate this time. Mm. Let me just quickly check something. I want to know what wall I use at the other house because it's same stuff I use there. Same counter. I want to know what wall I use. I use those tiles. Okay. Cool. I barely use those, so it's nice to actually end up doing that. Mm, tile. Those. Kind of like that. And then I matched it with this one. I guess for the rest, we could go with a little bit of a yellow to brighten up the space. Nice. Okay, that's it for now for the kitchen. I guess we still need some chairs though. Bar stools. Uh, those. Dining room. Uh, do you think that's too much with the color? Like with the green, the yellow, and the orange? Actually, one thing I want to put here that I usually do in all of my bills, which is a bit cheesy, I suppose. Oh, what happened? I already got 100 messages for the stream. That's huh. I'm glad you like it. I'm gonna keep it then. I also don't think it's too bad. Okay, then it's not bad. It's wall decoration, probably. Um, close. Mm, concentrating so I can miss it. There we go. Gonna have a meal board thing. Menu. Let's take the one with the burger. Okay. And another thing before we move on to the next one would be that. Yeah. Uh, that's okay. Next. I really hate that when I only have two tiles because I usually don't like making hallways like that. Mm, this is gonna be a bathroom. That one's gonna be a bedroom. Could make a, what's it called? A wardrobe in here. Maybe that. Uh, hmm. Maybe 1.5 bathroom. And here could also be a closet. Oh, okay. And then will be there we go. Public. Kind of public. Yeah, I'm gonna do it like that. Because then this has to be public as well. Those are gonna be private parts. Private rooms. Okay. I don't know what to do with the space up there. Um, hmm. Let me already add the closets here though. Dressers. So we have this one. I have a freaky color. Don't think so. And then we have the other one that's smaller. I can still find this. Have it white. I mean, I don't really have much money left for that. Mm-mm. Let's just put a bed and then call it a day. Um, Although, this is my favorite way of placing it. I keep doing that like this. And then we have this one, we can put it here. And desk chairs. I usually take this one. And then that's it. But we technically still need windows. Gonna be weird though. What if we do like this? Clipping with the wall. That's not so bad. Then we're gonna take this cut. That works. Oh, here, here, here. But weird, but fine. It works. At least it kind of looks like something. Not on these sides though. Yeah. Can't do it. Okay. It's not like it's finished in any way. But and that's where we're at right now. Huh? Oh, okay. So now I kind of want to show you my builds. Because I apparently haven't done that yet. Oh, autosave. Nice. Ugh. I'm pretty proud of most of them. So this is also one of my builds. Those, actually. I'm gonna show you this. Yeah, I'm gonna show you this. I'm gonna show you this build. That's not my best one though. It's just one build I made. So, yeah. It's kind of cluttered. I don't do it that way. The original one actually looked kind of different, but because I was playing with it, I kind of messed with the layout as well. So, it's kind of it. Near the bathroom, because a lot of girls are sharing this house. This is the desk space with, oh my goodness, desk space with the how do you say, dresser wardrobe kind of situation. And yes, most of this I placed myself. Most of the decorations here. This as well, and that and that. Usually it's empty. That's that one. Water. I think this is the dollhouse. I believe I have showed that on stream because I actually intended to do that. I think I might go redecorate that. I would love to help you, honestly. I do love making a space homey. You know? Except for my own because I don't know, I just don't do it for myself. Unless it's in The Sims. So this is actually a tiny home that I've need, so you only have a certain amount of tiles that you can use. And I have, I think, already played with that, so it's also a little different from what it used to be. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You have the bed up here, and someone can sit underneath it. I have a kitchen and dining area here. Actually, kind of a smart way to put the chairs and stuff, because it is also a shared space with the people who live up here. We also have a really small space here for the beds. Okay, I used that actually for a gameplay with my family. So my brother was sleeping up here, my parents were sleeping here. The Sims can actually scoot over. And then you have the kitchen and a little bathroom. And that's what I meant with I usually use that kind of style everywhere. I use that style a lot. And then this would have been my space that I would have shared with my parents as well. Like in game, obviously. And then we have a tiny bathroom here and a big garden. So that's that. And now we get to my one of my more favorite builds or most favorite builds for my family. When I was game playing, like playing with a safe with my family. That is this one. And yeah, we also have my little foster siblings as well, Jojo and JJ. And these are me, like that's me, that's my brother, my mom, and my dad. They're actually kind of accurate, honestly. Like, jokingly, I showed my dad a photo from my screen when I was playing with that family. I was like, do you recognize that person? He's like, is that mom? And I'm like, yeah, that's mom. So it was that good. And that's what I did with the rug as well. I kind of do like that. I mean, oh yeah, by the way, I did not cheat that, the household funds. My mom just won the lottery in the game. I'm not kidding. Let me just have some light here. And again, that kind of style. Yeah, I'm just. Sink is dirty. Uh oh. Yeah. And they have a dog. And apparently there was a Harvest Fest. Oh. But this is the living room, obviously, for everyone. With the kitchen. I do like decorating though. It's not that much here, but yeah. And again, we do have the menu board. This is my brother's room. This is not accurate though. He does have a lot of blue and white. So I tried to incorporate that as well. But it is very different from the real room. And this is my room, or supposed to be my room. Very green, very natural, woody. Yeah. But since I have the foster siblings, I put up a play area here. Usually there would be a video station so I could make content. But yeah. For all the siblings, I gave that up. And then we have my parents' room. Not very decorated, but the bathroom is more decorated. A little. Yeah, that's that. Um, I don't know what else I have here. That's safe. Let's see. I did not put that. Anything else that I put here? Nothing here. Newcrest could be no. Don't have here. Uh, we definitely have stuff here. Yeah. Um, this one. Ah, I can't do that. Oh, here. Build. My favorite build I've done is probably the Japanese farm that I'm gonna show you soon. It's in another save though, so I think I have to change saves. Oh, very colorful. This is also something I did. Like I made that myself. Mm, inspired by the apartment I lived in when I was in Japan. So it did kind of look like that. Basically, you would come in here. Wait, yeah. So this is the one I want to show you right now. So you get in, and you can put your shoes off here. Put your shoes off. Take your shoes off. And that's not the accurate one that I lived in, by the way. Mine was a lot more spacious, actually. And you immediately come into the kitchen. And typically, like the Japanese kitchens can be a lot smaller, by the way. This is very spacious, gotta admit. And yes, I had a kotatsu, so this is like a table, a floor table that can heat up. And I used to love it so much. And my bedroom did have tatami mats. Oh, sorry, that's that kind of floor here. I actually was sleeping on the floor on a futon, so I didn't have a bed. And then what I loved the most about Japan was the separate toilet. I never thought I would be so grateful for a separate toilet, honestly. Especially when my family came to visit me. We shared a small apartment with four people. It was so great that you can just could just go to toilet and whenever anyone else had to wash their hands or something, they could do so without disturbing you. And then you had a wet room with the bathtub and a shower, so both, which is because the Japanese usually take a shower before taking a bath because they save the water for the next person as well. I don't know if that's kind of uh, weird to anyone. I know that I still don't really understand it, but yeah, that's how they do it. Oh, really? You wanted to get a futon tatami? That's interesting. I never thought that in Western countries people would be interested in that. I mean, as I experience when you go abroad, yeah, but just like that, I don't know. I think that's the best sleep I had though. It takes some getting used to, but my back and my knees, I think, got a lot better when sleeping on the floor. So you have this. Eh? Okay. And let's look at the upper ones. So they're basically all the same. You got me interested in how shoes too. I've seen better get tell me about that. Yeah, you should. It keeps the place clean a little more. Okay, Okay, this is actually the one I've also played in. That's why it has a TV and stuff. But typically it would just be the table and the kitchen and that's it. And the bonsai. So you basically get into this spacious place and you have the kitchen here. I kind of like it. I really like it. And then the same as downstairs, you have the tatami and the bed and a pretty spacious bathroom as well. And slightly decorated. And a washing machine. Yeah. Pretty much the same as downstairs though. And by the way, that's a thing in the game. You have a sign here. And when the Sims come in, they take their shoes off because of that sign. I love that. Taming of the shoe. That's what it's called. The sign, I mean. Yeah. I think I'm also pretty proud of that build though. Mm, I'm gonna be mean. I'm not gonna be mean. I'm touring my Sims builds. That's great. Um. Oh, that was auto. I don't like the autosave for some reason. Um. I I think that's. Um. I'm gonna go to this one. I lost one of my saves though, and with it, a build that I actually really liked as well. I can show you some pictures later. Maybe I will upload them though. Um, no, I didn't recreate here, unfortunately. But yeah, it's also not in here. I was so sure it would be in here. Okay, let me see if I can still find the build somewhere that I've already played. Like I have so many restarted games, saves. If it's not in here, we're just gonna go ahead and set it up in here. Um, it's not in here. Anyway, um, which save is that? There. I'm not gonna save it anyway. So let's go in here and I'm gonna show you all the builds I've made that fit on that. For that we have to bulldoze before we do anything else. What did I do? Or is it even there? Wait a minute. No, it's not. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm a bit confused here. Mm-hmm. Nope, not thoughts. Then we. I don't have my own here. Why? Oh, there they are. But don't scare me like that. Where is my Japanese farm? I don't know. Starting your stream. Oh, that's okay. I'm not sure if I'm gonna play it anyway. At least not this time because I don't want to overdo it after a week of a break. Um, you know, I'm kind of stressed out right now. Like, what is going on? Where is my Japanese farm? Where? I'm scared. Don't- Absolutely. I mean, on Sunday we're gonna play Minecraft though. I send autosave every time. Um, we've been in here as well. Where's my Japanese farm? I'm crying. Okay, let me try again. But here this time. I'm gonna cry so much if I lost my Japanese farm. That's not the one, that's not the one. For health and safety. Excuse you? It is. Why is it gone? Why is the rum gone? or, or, here, I got it. Okay, but I'm gonna show you later. We have. There are others I need to show you first, which is this one. This is um, the first farm I built. Like pretty ambitious. I love the view. I love the idea. So basically, you come from here, you go up here, then here's a little nook for the trash and stuff. And here you have outside a few fields to grow your crops and flowers and stuff. And you can, this is a flower table where you can put together flowers and bouquets and stuff. This is a beehive. And then you have a little bit of a porch back here. Really cute. Really, really cute. Oh, right. I had a barn. I'm going to show you in a minute. And this was for cows and stuff and chicken. So they had an enclosure. I wanted to decorate the lake as well. And then here, and I love that. at night that usually lights up a little more. But then you have this tree, and you can sit underneath the tree and just have a little romantic moment. Um, okay, the attention to detail is great, I know, but you also have to consider the fact that this took me days to build, you know? Because I lost patience at some point and then just gave up on it for a while. So, yeah. Then you get in here. This is kind of a weird situation because you go through the kitchen and dining hall to the main bedroom, to the master bedroom here. And then this was supposed to be a little bit of a washroom, private bathroom kind of thing. But here's also another bathroom. Oh, and what I tried, like a new thing, was like going backwards around the corner basically instead of forward like here. And I really liked it. It really turned out great, I think. And then here we have a little bit of a recreation area for knitting, stitching. We have music. And I think when I played with that house, I put some toys here for the kids, basically. Yeah. And here, by the way, look, blue. I used blue. Kind of used a lot of colors. I wanted to try that out. And I think it actually turned out really good. But I don't think I have done a lot to the upstairs. Just one bedroom, which I don't like. And a bathroom, which I also don't like. And then here we have the uh barn for a variety of things like um recycling and stuff. This was just I don't remember doing that. That's cool. That's actually really cool. And then because I had the idea of not having any tag in the main home, so I wanted to put the tag up here basically. You have the letter to go up here. Yeah. Baby blue is easily my favorite color for. Yeah. I totally get that. I absolutely understand that. And then we have another birdhouse, another farmhouse. So basically the birdhouse 2.0. I didn't do a lot with the backyard, like with the garden at that point, but I did play with rentals because I ended up making that a rental over here because my family was supposed to live there. I wanted I wanted my family to move in with me, but I didn't want them to fill up all the places, like all the slots for my household. So I made a rental out of that. I'm not sure if there's already something inside, but let's. So you will see that in every one of my builds, especially the farm builds. There's a lake with the tree, and here it is a little bit upgraded with plants and stuff like that. So you have bench again, yeah, and the um garden patches. And then I kind of went crazy with that one. So we, you get in here, then you have a little bit of a hallway to the breakfast kitchen. So this is not for cooking, this is not for lunch, just for breakfast. Like you can make cereal, coffee, that's it. And then you have a little bit of a living room here. It's not big, not amazing, but you have a wall book wall basically. And then this would have been the study. Oh, I really realized I didn't have walls. Anyway, so this is the study. Also, again, bookshelves. Uh-oh, battery's low. Bookshelves and stuff like that. Here's one bathroom. This is the main kitchen. Yes, with a lot of space to sit at. This was supposed to be the main bedroom. I guess I didn't save the one where I already had painted all the walls and stuff. Because I was actually doing better than that. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like there's not much to show anymore. I also had a bathroom in here, which I kind of liked, and had some of the bedrooms already planned out. So in here, there was supposed to be the um office space basically, where she had her video station for content creation and a laptop so she could work on the content more and stuff like that. I don't know, just stuff like that. And I realize I don't have that here. But I can try to show you. I have saved the rooms. Um, Let me see if I can do that and find that. That's oh, content not installed. Okay, I said I had content here. So that was my brother's room. I had to decorate it a lot so he would be comfortable in it. The rental is a little bit mean to you. So that is that part. And then we had my parents' room. Okay, maybe that's just all the pictures, maybe. That's my parents' room. And also a chess table, not because they like chess or anything, but for the rentals, you needed more stuff in there to raise the quality, you know? And in that case, my foster siblings didn't exist then, but my parents adopted a child that I got here. Eh, man, I don't know how to do that. I don't remember. I don't know how I did that. Actually, that was further over. Anyway, so that was just a small space that I created for her. Yeah, not much. Unfortunately, I didn't save the ones where I had already decorated more. Now, not households, lots. Now to the big finale. This is probably one of the best ones I've done. And that also took me days, if not weeks, to build to that point. So, yeah, there we go. This is the Japanese farm. And again, an upgraded version of the tree to make it look a little bit like Sakura tree with more lanterns. It's so funny to see the upgrades to that part. Anyway, then we also have a little bit of a bridge, like a Zen bridge. Um, yeah. And back here, this is a tree where you can build a tree house in it. And I love the idea, so I added it. And we have chicken, we can have horses, we can have cows and llamas. And that was the whole idea of that. You have a little nook for the trash. And for some reason, the stairs are gone. There were supposed to be stairs so you can go inside here. And then here we're supposed to be clotheslines so you can hang the wet clothes. Yeah, and here you come in and it's really dark. Anyway, let me try to light the place up. And I also played a lot with platforms because that's a thing in Japan as well. So, um, there we go. So you get in here, you have a little bit of a hallway situation going on here. And this is now the baby room at the moment. That was also supposed to be kind of the office at first. Not gonna be the office. And here we have the main bedroom where you can, and so many doors, so many pathways, you know. Here you have kind of a bathroom, also a half bathroom basically. This is for the main bedroom basically. But at the same time, this is for outside as well. Like if you go outside here. Oh no, the clotheslines are on the other side. I'm so sorry. I got confused. Um yeah, and you here you have the water heater. You have some stuff for the horses. Yeah, you have a half bathroom here for guests, for example. The kitchen. And here I also played with the platforms. So you go downstairs from the kitchen into the dining room, basically. And here's also, I love that one, by the way. So cute with the little roof over it. I don't know. And then you have another platform going up again. And this is also very typical. Before you go outside, you have a little bit of a platform down. So you can put your shoes here. And the room is not getting dirty. You know? Then we have the living room here. I think that's most of downstairs. Here's the uh washing kitchen. Like in German we say Waschküche. So basically a room where you wash clothes, stuff. Here's another half bathroom, another toilet. Yeah. And then we have a bedroom for a kid up here. They also kind of put a lot of effort in. Nice. And now this is the office. Yeah, that's that. so far. Yeah. I mean, I basically still have so many more builds I could show you that I really like. Oh, the Japanese rental. I have to show you because this is this time where my family is supposed to be. Um, I built this specifically for my family. I need to, at least for my parents. I don't think my brother has space in there. Oh no. Just back on the show. And I think this one also turned out really nice. Um, and there we go. Oh. So basically, you get in here. Again, a little bit of a hallway here. Of course, with platforms, so you can take off your shoes here. Then you have the kitchen and a little bit of a dining area over here to the left. Um, yeah. And then this is the living room. A lot of doors, by the way. Small. It's nice. I love that I did that with the curtains. After. And here's the stairs upstairs to the upper floor with obviously a separate bathroom, like a separate toilet and a wet room again. This is my parents' room. Yes, it's really small. That's typical for Japan, by the way. My parents' room with a walk-in closet. And I realize for some reason the kids' room is not done. It doesn't matter. You get the idea. And then we can also go from the living room outside. They have a grill. Um, and a little bit of a space for the trash cans as well. And a climbing monkey bars. Right. Small but cozy. This is basically where my parents are supposed to live then, while I would have put the Japanese farm right on the other side down here. Here. I would have put the thing here, like the Japanese farm that I built for myself, basically. Yeah, that's it. So what was your favorite build? Like what house could you imagine to live in yourself? I'm gonna switch to just chatting now because I wanna end stream soon. Go. Stay for a quick. Last house, the Japanese rental, the small one. Honestly, me too. Yeah, I think I could also imagine that if I didn't want a farm or a big family. It is cozy. It was supposed to be that way. I'm glad that I nailed it. Um, I am really looking forward to the next stream. But on Sunday, playing Minecraft again. Hopefully, uh, we will survive a little longer. Otherwise, I have to do that alone again. To be honest, I really like your idea of kind of. Oh, yeah. Also, for Japan, that actually makes a lot of sense. Honestly, I'm glad we're not playing We Were Here because my voice is screaming right now. It's suffering. Um, help. Anyway, I am looking for someone to stream, to raid. Right? Right? Oh, okay. Oh, actually, um, ah, that's so sweet. Thank you. Uh, mm, So James is live again, but I don't want to rate him again. Um, it's always so hard to rate people. Hmm. Oh. Someone is starting a legacy challenge. Uh, mm, okay. I really don't know. Uh, should we rate though? Sometimes I feel so overwhelmed that I don't want to rate. Really? We're really at the end of this. I always feel overwhelmed, and then rating is awesome. But my voice is really not doing well right now. Mm. Okay, tell you what. What game should we rate? Is someone playing Bergie? Because I'd be down for that. Oh, there's someone in German, but he also speaks English. He is playing Bergie. We could check him out if you wanted to. Okay, then let's do that. He has 8 viewers right now. So we would add a bid. So let's do it. I'm gonna, and hopefully the rate is gonna work for you. Otherwise, do let me know, okay? But that he's on Steam. He's not playing Bergie right now. That's weird. Oh yeah, he is. He has the pop up on the right. I don't know, but the game he's looking at is kind of weird. I changed my mind. Then instead, mm, let's trade into repo. Maybe. I think we were here. I would like to play on stream. Oh, he's German, and also. Okay, let's rate the first person. Just randomly. Okay, actually, I'm way too scared of that. Maybe. Oh, I like that. Yeah, right. I almost said I might too, but that would have been the truth. So there is one that has a Christian tag, so I'm gonna stream right into her stream. Okay, let me try to get through a prayer before I start the read. Um, to pray for her. Jesus, I want to thank you for a really good stream right now. It was a lot of fun. We got a few things done, and I'm glad I could also share a little bit of like a few of my um builds. And I just want to pray for Skadia, that's how you pronounce her, that she's gonna have a good time in her stream. Um, and yeah, that she's having fun but also has a blessed time. She's really a Christian. I hope that we also can have a good conversation about you. That would be really nice. That she can open up about it a little bit. And yeah, thanks for joining us. Great. Amen. Okay. I clicked start the raid, but it is still waiting for you to get ready, I think. So, no. So, it does tell me 3 viewers are ready. So I'm gonna raid out right now. Um, yeah, at this point, all I can say is have a good night, have a good day, wherever you are right now, and have a good one. God bless. Bye bye. Oh, I feel like who are the other two? I don't know. I am having 3 viewers right now. However, I'm I'm a little scared that I'm gonna rate into ads. I'm gonna wait for the 30 seconds to count down then. I was also surprised because I had one viewer when I was doing the raid thing, and then suddenly it said 3 viewers are rating, and I'm like, huh? Three? Three? Anyway, the raid is starting in 3, 2, 1. Have fun.